I click button. I go live. Still not planned. Hopefully can delay. It D&D time.
Yay!
Remember to like and subscribe. Go do it now.
Anywho, who can remember what happened last time? And take as long as you need.
We went to Candlekeep and then we ended up turning me back from being a dog into being a gnome, so positives, and then we ended.
Yeah, the quickest character story of anyone in this group.
Yeah, I've resolved my plotline. My character might just fuck off now.
But you gotta be here for Fishy Boy, cause need help. Gotta learn the secrets of ancient stuff, and that is your specialty.
Yep.
Okay, that
Fishy
reminds
Boy.
us that,
I'm here to help.
something's about to happen to Centaur Boy.
Not yet though. You have to have a nap.
Not yet. But something will happen to Centaur Boy.
And something won't happen to the fish, and he hates me for it.
True.
Well, Professor Wolf looks like this now.
That is a fact.
Let's... Oh yeah, that's the player one. Let's move that across. Make you big!
A gnome! Not a gnoblin, but a gnome.
He's a lot bigger than you would have expected.
I didn't expect him to be the size of most of 10 towns, no.
He is a kaiju-sized gnome now. Truly, the prophecies have begun.
Alright, let's zoom in the map on that random bit of forest. So, we reconvene at El Chateau de Experiments on Living Creatures.
Yes, Igor, fetch yourself some sort of large hamster to become your new self.
Igor quickly goes and starts putting on his big winter gear to go out and find a hamster.
Weren't we just about to teleport away or something?
Well,
Yes,
I actually want to go and explore these Netherese things. That's cool with you guys, unless you're doing anything right now.
We did leave someone, I believe, back in the other place.
Yeah. Before we go to some, is there Netherese place somewhere close by, or does a detour to Bryn Shander not make a difference?
There's a couple. I believe going to Bryn Shander is heading in the wrong direction, but it doesn't really bother me too much. Just so long as it happens.
Are we going to learn anything in school?
You guys are going to school?
I mean, one of you is a teacher.
I mean, I can teach you if you want.
What is school?
It's a place where you go and you're stuck in a class in like a group of like 30 of you, and then you sit and someone tells you things for about an hour, and then you leave and you go to another room with the 30 people, and then someone else tells you different things for about an hour.
Dude, you
then,
just
like-
described my life, basically.
So it's
And you repeat
like a
this
road trip,
for-
but less good.
So you repeat this about 8 times a day, and then you get to go home, and then you come back in the next day, and you do that again and again and again until you eventually gain enough knowledge to like know about subjects.
Then the fish
That's exactly what-
interrupts and it's like a big group of fish.
Or a herd of sheep.
Yes,
what you
it
told
is
me?
like you've found your herd of sheep that all want to learn the exact same things as you.
Yeah.
It is like a big group of fish.
So yes, I have the ability to teach you many things.
Many things.
Most of them do involve the arcane arts.
Can you teach me how to read?
Oh yeah, that's pretty easy. We can get
Fish-
started on that. Whenever we have time. Okay, Professor Wolf is now going to spend any downtime trying to teach Dare how to read.
Fishy Boy is interested in all those arcane arts.
Just have to remember to ask Smoothie for the charisma.
Sorry.
Anyway, so we heading to Brinchender then, I guess.
Does,
How
does,
we-
does
how
me
we get
using the charisma book to teach you how to read count as you reading that for the time limit effectively?
That is up
Uh,
to Andrew to decide.
maybe.
As long as we actually do it for enough time for the time limit, would that count?
It'll do something. Might be better than it's meant to be, might not. We'll see how
Okay.
generous I'm feeling after that time is up. Plus, that's
Most
like
people get the
6 weeks
charisma.
away.
So yeah, how we getting to Brinchender? Are we
Uh,
just
Somebody mentioned-
walking there, or
No, somebody
I mean-
mentioned teleporting last time.
sure. Let's go.
Poof.
Boom. We're there.
Moves map. Well, there goes that place that was next. Shit. Quit. Joseph, you know what? If someone happened to be looking in some sort of official book for some sort of thing involving an orb, what might that chapter be called?
I do not know
Yes,
because
sir.
I have never read that book.
I very quickly skim. Let's just where's the Brinchanda map? Oh,
I can tell you this.
That's not good.
It's not chapter 1, and I don't think it's chapter 2.
Is it 3?
Where the hell did we end up? Oh, okay.
I haven't deleted this yet.
He's put us in Candlekeep for some reason.
Yo, back in
duh.
Candlekeep. That's because he didn't actually make a Candlekeep map. He just
Doing
put a
diagonally.
Candlekeep picture over Brinchender.
Wait a minute.
There's a big dare and a small dare.
You said teleport. That means you've got to do the does it fuck off?
No, we
I thought there was
apparate.
a circle at Bridgehander.
Do you know the thingy?
Yeah, depend.
Yeah, I do.
Okay. I
Because
was
we
gonna say
did that
yeah,
we did that before where I knew the circle.
it
The
depends
woofer
who was
doesn't
using
know the
it.
circle.
Yeah.
Damn it.
So we get there with no mishap chance. Thanks.
I will
Also, maybe
also
with
try
a
and
cheaper
pick up
spell
the
slot, depending
I
on.
will also try and pick up the circle's like key code essentially when we arrive.
Sure, you would have to find someone to ask about that because it's not like out in a public place.
It's just because we should be arriving from that circle.
Is
So,
this
like-
literally on the floor?
Literally
it's
on the
below
floor.
us.
So I guess I'll look at it and be like, yes.
But
Is it-
maybe they
is-
cover pieces of them up so not everybody who arrives there can read it.
Yeah, there's a very thin set of floorboards put above it.
I'll just show you the key out of my book.
Oh, sweet, thanks. Copies it into own book.
Hey! You meant to at least ask us.
You didn't make me sign an NDA.
I know, but you know. So what everyone do?
Well, you guys have like a friend to find, right? What do they look like? I do also like the tiny Dare, the tiny dog, tiny Rotala, tiny like Melissa, tiny Des Familiar, and like tiny Aurora are still just in the middle of the town. They're just very small.
Does anyone want to visit the Ascendant? I forgot that that's what the ship's called.
What, the Ascension?
Yeah.
I mean, I presumably be going with Joseph's character, just so that they don't suffocate.
I mean, we're here now, right?
What ship
Yeah.
are we meant to be visiting?
No, that was just I'm quickly scrolling through Rime of the Frost Maiden, and I got to the place
Sorry.
where the Spelljammer is.
Yeah, sorry.
Man, it's weird. You thought you'd be more familiar with all of the chapters of Realm of the Frostmaiden by now, Andrew. I mean,
Look,
this normally
it for a
isn't an
long
issue.
I just woke up. That's the excuse.
Ah, right. That's why.
Did you not learn them by heart when we started this campaign?
Yeah, because
no.
like we've never deviated from the tried and true route of this module
You know,
at all.
I'm gonna fucking cheat.
We're just gonna go find Smoothie, see what he's up to.
Where you be, Smoothie?
You could get a smoothie pretty quickly since you'd be already in like the underbelly. Give me 2 of your smart rolls from Smoothie.
Smart rolls?
Yes, smart rolls.
Do you
I
mean
believe-
straight intelligence, or do you mean anything else? Or
Ship tools.
ship tools? 2
Presumably a
ship tools
much
total.
better roll than straight intelligence. A
I mean-
natural 1 and you get a 20.
I mean, I rolled a 1 and a 3, but
I
I
mean,
get a 20 and a 22.
Technically, there are no crit fails when it
Crit
comes
fails
to
do not exist for checks.
for
No.
checks.
The,
Yeah.
the nat 1 is essentially that's you just... It takes a while to get all of the stuff together. But with the 22, when everyone arrives in the like... I can't think of the word. Essentially like a big garage, but like...
Assembly?
Yeah, that one. Big assembly place. You arrive at the Ford Car Museum.
Sure.
You have to go through that, obviously.
Yeah.
You see in the distance a lot of like small devices being worked on, and you currently see Smoothie piloting what looks like a remote control version of your past ship, but like a really tiny one. And everyone's
that's very cool.
celebrating.
You know why Smoothie rolled so low? It's because they haven't given him the Wi-Fi password yet. That's the reason.
They're very secret about it, much more secretive than they are about the teleport circle.
Yes.
Yeah.
But yeah, Smoothie is like just giving up on trying to convince them that Rotala's still alive. And he now has the ability to like fabricate parts.
So yeah, you have currently successfully made a small remote control spelljammer, in the sense that you have made something small that has a basic propulsion system in it.
And I'm like, okay, guys. So the prototype is set up, and we know it works. Now we need to build this, but big.
This, but big.
Now, remember, we are having a discussion about the room at the center, which will be the new Dragon's Lair section of the ship. And he's like showing off blueprints that he's like drawn out, and it's like, okay, so this has the converted size chart for all the stuff we need to like build the big version, and he's just like sort of instructing the kobold lesser engineers how to do this.
In the distance, everyone else, you see one of the kobolds working on something similar to what Smoothie made, just explodes.
The fish is going to ask, so which one's Smoothie then? Is it that one, pointing to one that has an exploded?
No, it's that one.
Just points into a crowd of kobolds.
Obviously. Well, we walk towards him. I walk towards him anyway.
The fish starts talking to someone else, thinking it's him.
It's just like, so Smoothie, how you doing? Talking to the kobold like right next to Smoothie, who's marveling over the little prototype. Good to finally meet you.
I'm essentially standing right behind Joseph's character that I've forgotten the name of. Just with the
you have to
massive...
carry him around, so...
I'm carrying his bucket.
He can, like, move around himself, just...
How? He's a fish. Does he float?
Flip-flop, flip-flop.
Okay.
That explains it, right?
Mm-hmm.
He has legs.
Well,
Like
Did
all
flip legs.
Latala come with everyone?
I'm glad you brought that up because he did, but he didn't come here.
Oh my god.
Why is he just in? So wait, where is he then? Is he in Candlekeep or the lab?
No, he's in Brinshanda, but
Ah.
he quickly ran off to go and check on something because he knew that you guys knew what you were doing, and because I thought it would be funny.
Smoothie's
Fair
like,
enough.
okay, you guys, please tell them all that Rotala is alive. They will not believe me.
Look, he's right here.
Who's the Rotala?
Oh, the dragon guy that was with us just a second ago.
Ah.
Uh,
Oh, he seemed alive when I saw him.
When you hear
If
Dave,
you want to kill him for you,
when you hear Dare saying that, you hear from the like groups of kobolds. Such a shame. They think that all of you have got the same sad madness.
But look, these are people who don't even know him, and they've seen him like 2 minutes ago.
That is true.
look, strange little people. The guy, he's alive, was just been with her. Can I kill them yet?
No.
Please do not murder my assistants.
So, Smoothie, are you coming with us on our amazing journey? Or are you like doing fly model stuff here?
What amazing journey.
We're gonna go uncover the secrets of an ancient civilization.
Found it.
Learn about
I'm
incredibly
very
potent
sorry,
magic.
but I am currently building a sheep.
A sheep?
A what?
Yes, I'm
You're
building a
building-
sheep.
A
But-
sheep.
but there's a
Like the
sheep over there. That's a sheep, right? Pointing to
Oh,
Melissa.
you noticed that the like little floating ship is in the shape of a sheep?
Ah.
I just stare at it in awe. I knew it.
Here
Yes.
goes over to Smoothie and asks him, like, did you give Anthony the shard, by the way, or did you keep it since he left? I'm not sure what happened.
I did not actually give him the shard.
Okay.
Yeah, technically, all of the Rotala stuff happened after he left.
Yeah, I didn't give him the shard.
All of the Rotala stuff happened after he left?
Yeah.
No, all the Rotala stuff happened before he left.
Did
Yeah.
it? Okay.
Yeah, it did.
Well, Andrew remembers.
He was asleep in a hotel room until after the stuff
Yeah.
happened, and then he left.
Oh yeah, because I tried to fix him and it didn't work. I set the curtains on fire.
So, if you keep it, I'm not sure what happens, because when I kept more than one, I puked rainbows and weird things happened.
So, who should I give it to?
We don't have many people here that we know for longer, but I trust the dog, or not dog. Professor!
Yes? The gnome wanders over to you. Puts up the glasses.
He
How
seems
trustworthy are
shorter
you?
now that he's in
Oh, I am very trustworthy, as you've seen. A man of science is always trustworthy.
What do you think of the dragon gods?
I mean, they are important for the structural foundations of the universe.
Are you willing to look after a magical artifact?
Oh, I'm always willing to look after a magical artifact.
Mouth starts watering.
And keep it safe without tampering with it?
Ah, yes, I can keep it safe.
But this face lie.
Are you being honest?
I'm gonna roll a deception check as Professor Wolf.
You try giving him the puppy dog eyes, like, yeah, you're not a dog anymore. Shit.
Oh, shit. Deception is a
Not bad.
Seems trustworthy.
Yes, I will take care of it with no experimentation.
Do you want yellow or blue?
I think blue's my color.
Okay. Then Dare would take the pause one off Smoothie again for now.
Mm-hmm.
And so as to not have what's it called? Multiple shard sickness, he'll attach it to Drat's harness thing again that they built so he can carry one. So they're all separated again.
Yee. No
Oh, yeah,
vomit.
Smoothie's gonna look at Aurora and be like, "Are you wanting to go with them for their adventure, or you want to stay with me and help me build the sheep?"
Big sheep.
Andrew, did you just say no comment?
What?
I thought you said in between, like, I heard the end of no comment somewhere in between after I said they are separated again.
I said no vomit.
Oh, no vomit. Okay, that makes a lot more sense.
So,
it sounded more like the nefarious no comment. Ha 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 ha, you will.
Mwahaha.
So,
Truly,
Aurora,
yeah, sorry.
Andrew, is Aurora coming or staying?
Aurora basically says that she would like to help Smoothie.
Okay. Get your goggles, Aurora. Time to do some welding.
Okay, I'll hug Smoothie and hug Aurora, and we'll see after we did whatever we're doing. I don't know. I think we're going to dig up stuff.
Hopefully by the time you're sorted, I'll have a big version of this we can all live in.
Neat.
Yeah, so Smoothie's design for this is going to effectively be a giant sheep that we can fly around in, where there's a central chamber that'll act as like Aurora's new lair, so that she can have space to make her portals without interfering with areas that everyone needs to, live in. If that makes sense.
I imagine everyone is just gonna nod and agree.
Not that I'm trying to make Andrew have to go away and make a sheep spaceship or anything like that.
Let's have a quick Google and see what comes up from sheep spaceship.
So they will of course explain that he was just going to make a normal ship, but then some of the kobolds misheard him, so here we are.
Oh, I love that one.
Not seeing a lot of spaceships.
Space sheeps?
Yes.
If you'd only asked for Swan, there's perfect artwork.
I mean, yeah. But sadly, we are not swan goers.
But the Millennium Sheep.
That one is also that's better than mine, because it's actually a sheep. So, what is the actual plan from the people who are not staying and working?
Yes, person who has an actual reason for being here. What is the plan?
I mean, first I want to check out this little research lab that was set up in advance. We haven't heard back from the researcher in a while, so I want to go check on them first.
I was gonna be so angry
Research
if you
lab?
picked one of the other two.
It's.
I just got finished setting up the map for this one.
I'm not gonna be cruel and be like, yeah, let's go.
So there's
look
this
at
crashed
ancient tower."
city.
Yeah.
No, you
only
are not
nice.
ready to go there yet.
To the shack.
So you've just been told that your first port of call is some random shack.
I do love me a random science shack.
It is a random science shack.
Why are we going to a random shack?
There was a researcher there who studied the Netherese and
Oh.
has tried
Oh.
to replicate a lot of their artifacts. Oh,
Gary
tried
remembers.
doing the opposite.
Gary
Sorry.
remembers something and runs back to Smoothie. Smoothie!
Smoothie like turns around, like takes the goggles back off at the bit of metal he was working on. Yes.
Do you still have that book that could make me help make magic stronger?
He's like going in through his like bag and just like pulling out random things. It's like this book, and like hands you this thing.
I don't know, I can't read yet, but what does it say? I think so. I think it was that one.
Yeah, I think I hand you the book that I have that does what you want, because I can't remember exactly what it's called.
Are you happy for me to have it? I don't want to take it away from you.
No, you have it. I couldn't deny you anything.
Hugs, and then puts the book in his bag of holding.
Joseph, can
Have
I
a
just...
good time.
Thank
Sorry.
you!
Joseph, can I just have like a single moment with you? That's just like, I want to send you something that I forgot about that is related to this. I was like,
Alright,
that's interesting.
I had to leave for a hot second, but I'm back now.
Look at the thing I sent
Andrew
you.
wants some time away from you.
No, with him.
I meant to say away with him, not away from him. I'm apologizing.
Joseph Andrew wants you. Yeah. Is essentially
Yeah,
Just wanted to send him a fun thing that I saw that I forgot about, which still is relevant.
I did already know that, but in character,
Yeah. So
I don't.
First thing you do when you get there is do that.
Exactly.
Okay, so where is this place then?
Pulls out map with the little red X's marked on it on the 3 locations I think there's stuff. It points to one of the X's that has the words shack written above it
Gotta be
in
specific.
waterproof pink.
X marks the shack.
There's like 2 X's, and then on the very far right of the map, there's like an arrow pointing off the map with city question mark.
Yeah. Sorry, the handwriting's a bit scruffy. I had only just learned how to write when I made this.
I mean, you don't have hands, so I don't really know if it counts as handwriting.
But I have a magic hand now, and it's so useful for writing things and holding objects.
I have a magic hand as well.
Magic hand friends.
Magic hand high five.
Mage hand high fives. Or
Now that I'm no longer a dog, I have some questions about this group.
uh-huh.
Yeah.
Are you not all also people who got turned into animals, or are you just all talking animals?
No, I'm an animal that got turned to people.
No, I'm a half human, half horse hybrid type of thing. I was born this way.
Okay.
As far as my investigation goes, I was a normal fish, and then I encountered some very strange water, and then I became a smart fish.
I technically was a human that turned into a sheep. If you only go that far back,
If I go further back,
then I was a sheep that turned into a human.
so you were
like-
a sheep that turned into a human that turned into a sheep?
Yes.
Interesting.
As far as I can tell, a while back there was this like storm that had a lot of chaotic magical energy in it, and that eventually ran off into the ocean. That's what I've figured out about how I became smart.
Oh, so you got hit by the same storm as I did.
Oh, friends!
Storm friends. Mage hand high five.
Mage chant high five.
Oh, the storm just moves across the Sword Coast, demolishing towns.
I could teach you magic
Awakening
so you can
animals
steal someone
everywhere.
else's body if you want it.
Sorry,
Oh no,
what?
I mean I have. Oh yeah, the fish. Yeah.
I'm perfectly fine with my fish-based body. It's comfortable, you know.
Are you
But I can
sure?
tell you,
You're
it's
just
handy when you have hands.
Ooh,
Yes.
that does sound useful. But
And
I already
sometimes
have.
you also develop wings. Points as wings.
I like look
Ooh.
behind you at your centaur bodyguard, and I'm like, I mean, you could have like that body.
Mm.
Wait, how
have
specific are you being?
Body.
Are you suggesting an unethical use of your machine?
Back to the lab!
I
The-
really suggest an ethical use of my machine.
The fish is like, I can already kind of like possess people with magic, but you know,
Is it permanent?
I yeah, but also like not really.
Try and
Also,
take
it's
my
not very
body.
nice.
True, it is also not very nice, but you know,
But science must move forwards.
that is a fair point. Anyway, we've got to go to this place. Let's head off.
Try and take my body, and I'll make sure science goes forward without you.
Anyway, off we go.
Let's just pretend that Andrew remembers where the cabin is. Otherwise, everything else has been marked. Because if you remember, Joseph, the other one is in... I don't know which one. It's either in Bremen or the one underneath it. Whichever one was the vampire town.
But yeah. Begins... how... I mean, should we... So we just, like, walk to the shack then, I guess? Or I guess we could try teleporting to it. Teleporting is risky, though.
Oh
How
my
cold is it around here again? Still quite cold, right?
Pretty cold. Like, it's no longer magically always night, but
Which
Still cold.
helps.
it's still, like, super far north and usually is snowing.
Can I then just Andrew, so you know, I switch out my astral shard to the ring of warmth at some point.
Sure. Can everyone just quickly focus their eyes on Professor Wolf's house? And notice where I'm putting the red X for where you are going. I just found where it is and I'm like, you're fucking kidding.
Okay.
Popular spot.
Which was the other X?
ma-
Sorry, I missed that.
So,
this is the place we need to go to. The place right next to Professor Wolf's house.
But
the
there's
lab.
another
Would it make
X.
sense to go to that one first?
I mean,
it would, but
we-
Andrew would be very angry.
Yeah,
that's
we should go to that one first, right? Like it's closer, and then we can go the other. Like
yeah, but we gotta find out what happened to that guy first because theoretically he'll have like more notes about that location. It's always best to go in somewhere prepared.
but we have to pass that location to get on the road to where you want to go anyway, right?
Unless we could teleport again.
I mean,
I
suppose we
mean-
could teleport again.
Yeah,
Back-
we could
back to
teleport
your
like
house.
to your. Yeah, we could teleport to your house, and then it's like a pretty short journey to. Like back to there, and then once we get there, we can like go back and head off to Brynshender, and then like travel up from Brynshender. Technically, it's actually a shorter journey.
Uh-huh.
Liz, DM nice to you, usually.
Sure.
So-
Someone cast teleport who has the teleport active.
Do you know the teleportation circle for your own lab? I assume you do.
I do. That is a good point. I will do that then.
Sure, you teleport. Just at that moment, like Rotala comes back and is like, right, where is everyone? I should try and catch up with them. So he'll catch up with you later.
Well, he's found Smoothie at last.
I don't know about that.
Entirely just to mess with Smoothie.
Entirely to mess with him, but without realizing.
But yeah, then I guess we just start heading off towards the lab. I can also just imagine that this area is just full of a bunch of secret laboratories. That people are like, it's a secluded location, no one will ever find me here. There's just like hundreds just in these hills.
But you can't see any of them.
Yeah. They're all hidden by magic, because of course they all are.
There's like, you see a portaloo that's been covered in snow. But it's actually like a whole secret laboratory underneath. Sure.
Yeah, I guess we teleport there and start making tracks.
Alright, how are you going to approach? Because there's either a nice road, or there's a forest you could walk through.
Is that actually a road?
There's
It's not on the map.
That's a river. Still,
Yeah.
you could walk along the
Basically,
river.
We could walk along the river avoiding the forest, or we could take a more direct route and pass through a small amount of the forest. I don't know. What do you guys think? You guys probably are more familiar with this area that may have only been here like a couple of times.
There is one character here who knows about the forest.
What do we know about the forest?
Melissa knows that it's got some. It's
none
got.
of
Who
us.
could know about the forest?
But
Who could
Melissa
know?
the sheep would. If Melissa the sheep remembers, the sheep doesn't necessarily remember.
True.
I
Do
mean-
you remember David Bowie?
Oh yeah, that guy.
Come back
mean,
to
Who
my
says
forest.
it's the same part of the forest? So
To the fish, it makes sense to just walk straight there.
yeah,
Oh,
Yeah, I would say
the
the same.
fish.
Professor Wolf would advocate for the cautious approach of following the river.
But why? Like, what's in that forest that's really going to be so dangerous?
I mean, I live next to it. I assume my lab is next to it. I assume I would have heard something about it.
The knowledge that you have of the forest is, for the most part, that because you obviously watch the animals and the people passing by secretly. You have never seen anyone come out of the forest, and you can see a lot of animals and things specifically avoid it.
Yeah, I would explain that the local wildlife avoids the forest if at all possible, and no one has ever come back out of it that I have seen go into it.
Oh. I mean, sounds dangerous. I guess we could avoid it if you feel
I
so
feel-
strongly.
I feel safety first is an important for here. It's like getting something done slightly faster doesn't matter if you're getting it done slightly more riskily, just in case.
Is it because of David Bowie?
I've
David
never
Bowie.
met a David Bowie, but sure.
What are one of those?
He was the Goblin King.
He was a fascist.
So how long will it take us to get there, Andrew, if we take the cautious approach?
Including like crossing the river and everything, maybe like an hour at best. At worst. If you go through the forest, then it would take only 10 minutes, but it would take probably at least a couple more days than that.
I mean, heeding the advice of Professor Wolf, I guess we should head like the cautious way then.
It's very quick.
Or-
Boo!
Cautious
Free
way.
adventure. You need to transition this campaign into Wild Beyond the Witchlight.
Oh, that'd be fun.
Rhyme of the Witchlight.
We're already transitioning this campaign into the thing that you're excited about.
Yeah.
Are we? I
We've
thought
actually
we were switching characters then.
well, maybe. But we've transitioned back into... We're in Rime of the Frost Maiden, not Rime of the who knows what.
Be right back. Just one second.
I'm just, like, throwing everyone on the map.
Also,
I mean,
what
yes, the
time
Frost
is it
Maiden is
today?
back.
Because, like, it feels like a lot has happened today. What time is it?
It is, like...
Moody is not with you.
Yeah, but
Or do
when,
you also have that ability?
when you start getting, like, close to... Like, when you can see the shack, it's getting towards, like, 7 or 8. So it's, like, the sun in this place is starting to set.
Fair enough. So I guess we, like, we'll do shack stuff then, I guess. And then we'll go back to Professor Wolf's lab and have a nap there, I suppose.
Yarra, they be black on the map. Now, who have I not put on?
If we ever do find
I too
ourselves,
will be back in a moment. One sec.
if we do find ourselves in and around the Feywild, we do have a Fey creature with us.
Which one?
Me.
Okay, yes. You're actually a fake creature. I didn't know if you were referring to something weird in the party, or...
It was a very roundabout way to say that I am a Fey creature if we get anywhere near a Feywild problem.
I mean, to be fair, there is a lot of weird in the party anyway.
Yeah, we've just had a conversation about all talking animals.
It's actually just reminded us of that scene at the start of Star Wars Episode 4 where Obi-Wan's like, yes, he's me.
Yeah.
Anyway.
Is that actually everyone in the party? Am I forgetting anyone? There's a fish, there's a centaur, there's a non-dog, there's a fox and a sheep. That's normal, right? Ah, you have Drat with you. That doesn't count.
Sorry about
that. Yeah, I think I've actually remembered everyone apart from the familiar. And Joseph will be back in a second. Hey, look, there's some tokens in here for when I was sizing up the map. See you, goodbye.
Okay, fireball.
No fireball. Kirby eats fireball. Fireball become Kirby form. What? That made sense, right?
Yeah. But fireball.
Fireball's fine. Next session, hopefully.
I mean, we've only got to go and fight a demon lord or something to get his soul back. And he's probably immune to the only attack that Fireball's got, other than being like smashed in the face with the spear of annihilation. But you know.
So what you can like basically see for this place is a cabin that's you can't tell if it was. It looks like it has to have been, but it looks like it's been really precariously built on the edge of a cliff. You can like see part of it is like quite a big part is just hanging off over nothing.
So, go to the door.
There are many doors.
Are we expecting for somebody to be there?
Joseph isn't here, but I can tell you that he is hoping that someone is here. Because he's come looking for another researcher.
Oh, okay. Then Dare starts walking towards the house. Should we just go and knock?
I'm with you.
God, I hate this, having to read stuff out of the actual book. You from where you are, you see two doorways. One quite in, one quite close to the edge.
I'm back. What up?
We're at the
Only
cavern.
that one then.
Cool.
The cavern overlook cliff. Whoever built it is an idiot.
Okay. So we head towards that door and knock. If nobody says that we should be suspicious about suspicious things.
The fish is like, man, it's a bit more dilapidated since the last time I came here.
So
Oh
who
well.
are you expecting?
There's like a researcher that I was in contact with around here.
Was I here with Fishy Boy last time?
I think
no.
we just met before, like, we met everyone else, so no.
Okay.
When you approach the building, you can like see underneath a bit because it's like raised up, and you can see the roof sagging, the floors are like the bowing, and it's like this place has not been looked after.
Cool, so I guess we just, like, try and get in there?
Yeah. I'd like to try and open the door.
Well, we can knock first.
So which are you doing?
I'm knocking.
You're knocking the centaur leaps door window.
In fairness, all of the windows, bar, like, this one and this one, are in fact smashed.
Yeah,
Oh,
so
sorry, no, there's like a couple over here as well that aren't.
I'd say there's at least like 2 windows that aren't broken.
I'll just.
You will.
Can I just push on the door?
Sure. Dare knocks.
Well,
There's no immediate answer, and then you just push the door, and it just easily opens.
Ah, I thought you were gonna say it's a pull. Tragic.
It's like you push the door, it easily opens, and then you go to just like push the whole door, and it just falls off its hinges.
So, what is inside when we look inside?
That's a good point.
Inside.
Andrew actually needs to reveal things, doesn't he? Like a good
He
boy.
does.
Ah, there. That's what you
That's
see.
Grand.
Aha.
You see what looks like a workshop of sorts, and what the fish runs to is a bookcase. Give me a very easy perception roll. Very easy.
Ah, that's my strong suit.
I'll help the
7.
fish. I'm helping the fish.
Good
7.
God. That's not good enough.
The fish is not perceptive. In case you didn't know.
My dude will look as well, I guess.
No, you
Dare
helped.
rolled a 23.
Yeah,
I'll
dare you
It's
can
fine.
see that hidden amongst the, like, somewhat dilapidated and rotted and, like, kind of badly kept papers and books and things. You can see that there's just, like, a family of squirrels living in there. Are you in
Are
fox
there
form?
babies? No. Are
Okay.
there babies?
Yes.
The
And
fish.
I push the others away. Shh, they're babies. We should
Oh.
leave them alone.
You can only see one adult currently, and it's asleep.
But the research. It's so important.
You can see that they've used, now that you can see where they are, they're like on a higher shelf. That's how you didn't notice. You can see that they've hollowed out a book and are living in that. They've turned a bunch of research papers into like nests.
The fish is gonna gather all of the research from like the lower shelves.
Sure. Give me a second. What? You're gonna have to give me a roll. I don't know which one I want.
Investigation.
No, it's for something else. Sleight of
Animal
hand.
handling.
Sleight of hand.
Sleight of hand.
Because they're falling apart.
16, pretty good.
Yeah. So how much are you trying to just gather everything?
Yeah, just everything I can.
I would say that you managed to gather a fair bit of it. Some of it's like you take out some of the loose sheets and just like they've become faded and like there's obvious water damage, so you can't. A lot of the stuff's like intact but not really useful anymore.
Be back in a second.
The fish is in any in any sort of like downtime or travel time we have, the fish will like start copying the critical information into a book.
Sure, you can with what you've done with your quite well, not great but not bad sleight of hand. You managed to get enough out that you can safely store it and then later start like so you don't have to do it right away.
Yeah. Cool.
Other than that, in the room, it seems to be a workshop of sorts. There's like different kinds of tools spread on the table, bits of metal. There's a weird little carving of some sort of like. I have no idea what it is. It's like you're like looking at it, and it's like it looks like a man, but there's like a mouth in the stomach. Like if you look at it from the back, it looks sort of normal, but then you look from the front, you're like, oh my god, what the heck is that? It's just carved out of wood.
Do I recognize it as like some weird creature or aberration or something?
Give me a history or arcana with advantage. Sure. You don't know exactly what it is, but it fits descriptions of things that you've read in relation to, like, Netherese weird creatures and like rumors of things that have, like, wandered near to ruins, and it definitely looks familiar to stuff that you've read.
Ah, neat.
Anyone want a free toy?
The fish will like nab that. It'll be useful in his research.
When you come face to face with one, you're like,
Well, yeah, that's exactly how you do. Yeah.
Yeah, I think that this is one of these things.
Look, it's very important. It's a visual aid. How else inspire? Because I'm putting together a proper research paper here.
Dare you do notice that there is only one of the little baby squirrels that's awake, and it's just like just eyeing all of you all the time.
I give it some crumbs of anything, like just something to eat.
Yeah, some crumbs, TM.
If one of the people I play another game with was here, all those squirrels would be dead by now.
No.
They are terrified of squirrels.
Really?
Is there no other door in this room?
There is not.
Cool. Let's, I guess, head to where the centaur would be.
The centaur in the really precarious place. How carefully are you walking along, since you have to jump to get across that bit of floorboard?
I'm going like as carefully as possible.
Sure.
Not wanting to fall. I'll then push against this door.
Sure. You push against the door, and this door's a little bit better. It doesn't immediately fall apart, but you can tell it's also like very dilapidated.
I'll carry the fish over since he's outside of his bowl at the moment, I guess.
Sure.
Thank you.
That's very kind of someone who's not been paid to do that.
I've got to go and make sure that other places are safe for the fish to go to.
The fish will give you a little mage hand high five again.
Mage hand high five.
Centaur will check out this room.
Okay, so the first thing you immediately tell when you walk in, you're like, what's that smell? Who follows in? Like, is it the gnome following in after?
Yeah.
You immediately recognize the smell. Like, oh yeah, that's burning flesh. Yeah, I recognize that.
Oh, the smell of burning flesh in the morning.
There's like
Or
some
evening.
patches of snow on the ground where like there's holes in the roof, but there's definitely like it's not a strong smell, but it's like there's a faint lingering smell of like something burnt, and definitely like delicious burnt flesh.
No, that
Also,
doesn't.
like all the furniture's
seem-
scorched black.
I'll ready my spear and head over towards this door and push it open.
Is
Is
there
there
like a pattern of how where the fire was?
Yeah, does it emanate from a point or something?
Like, was it an explosion? If it was the whole house on fire, I guess we would have seen from the outside, but
Just double checking. Okay, it apparently is. Yeah, why are you not telling me where it is? First of all, well,
It's on the table.
there's also a book on the table. Lawrence, can you
Yeah.
give me an acrobatics check as you're walking across the ground?
6! Yay!
You see him get to. Oh, come on. Oh, I'm still on reveal. Get to here. No. Get to here. And you see all 4 of his hoof feet fall through the floor. And you start like seeing the floor buckling beneath his weight.
No, my ride.
When you look down, Lawrence, your character just sees like, oh, that's a cliff.
Yeah, I'll,
can I fly over and try to like help him, like lift some of his weight so he can get out?
Sure, if you do that, then you immediately notice that the wood that's under him that was buckling basically stops. So at the moment he's not falling while you're holding him up.
I will then try and move like sideways, like over to here, up to where
Sure.
the middle of the room is, when I'm being helped.
Give me another acrobatics with advantage.
18.
In your terrified state, you just kind of like roll over, and luckily you managed to roll to where the floor is a bit more sturdy.
Okay. Note, don't go over on this side of the house.
Ooh, I get to do some drawing for fun.
So there's a book though.
There are 4 holes in the ground now.
Holes. Amazing.
So there's a book on here.
There is a charred book, yes.
Can I pick it up and toss it back over to Fishy Boy? You know magic books.
Sure, you.
How much damage does Fishy Boy take from getting flung at with a book that's probably bigger than he is?
No. Give me a sleight of hand, Fishy Boy, with disadvantage.
I'm
Also,
not
how
throwing
big
it.
is Fishy Boy?
Fishy Boy is actually very large for a goldfish.
He's about medium, isn't he? Medium sized.
He is a big fish. Yeah.
Because like they can walk around, can't you? Like the fish. Or is it
Sure.
that they're just so?
I am a large goldfish. That's essentially how I function. Anyway,
a large gold
12.
fish.
12, Andrew, on sleight of hand.
So you managed to catch the book, but like you see that it like almost comes to pieces from him just throwing it across the room at you.
Fish is gonna like very delicately try and examine the book.
Yeah, so it's like it's very burnt, and there's like parts of it that look like it's too burnt. It's like you're trying to. There's like
If I like
sort of discern
Mhm.
either something like that. It's not really sure. Give me a. What would it be? Give me a straight intelligence.
Oop. Oh, that was a disadvantage. 23.
Sure.
Normally.
You're like either. Oh, must have been Netherese or Netherreal or something like that. You think like because it's on the spine in like the sort of middle, and there's definitely bits that have been burnt off. You think that the book would have had something to do with. It definitely is to do with something Netheresian.
Cool. The fish will like add it to his collection of stuff to be analysed later.
Sure, it's definitely too broken and fucked up to like read it, but magic might be possible to restore it.
Yeah, I might be able to like cast mending on it, and maybe that'll help it make it more legible.
Fish is not still called squib, right? Because you still.
Oh, that's true, but none of you have asked my name yet, so I've left it as that.
What's your name?
I know your name, presumably.
What's your name and where you from?
My name is Silgar. Pleasure
Wait,
to
you
meet
are Xanathar's fish?
You don't know that.
I will pull Fish over to this door.
I mean, yeah, Dare does not know what Xanathar is, so who or what.
When you get to that side of the table, you're pretty sure you think you've found where the smell's coming from? As right here, there is a charred body on the floor amongst some rubble.
I currently have the fish's barrel with me.
Sure. The fish doesn't need to be at his barrel at the minute. The fish will chill over here, looking at his new book.
Dare's just like pointing out, I think the smell comes from here.
Can I just discern who or what that is?
It is...
Well, more what than who.
It is a very charred skeleton.
Size?
Yeah, human-y. Like, the size of a standard human.
So there's a large skeleton here.
Does it look like it decomposed normally, or does it look like a person was skeletonized?
It looks like he's burned to death.
Skeletonized. Got it.
Charred to a crisp.
Siegfried will push this door open and
Aww.
At
least we recovered most of his notes.
Do you go, like, and like investigate Sigglefish?
Sure, yeah. I'll have a poke around.
You like look through it. Looks like whatever the hell happened, it's been burnt to hell. But you do find an amulet on him, which you recognize as the one that your friend wore as like their holy symbol. So you might be able to put two and two together.
Mm-hmm.
Probably your
You're
friend.
smart enough.
Aww.
We've got an amulet of health.
Oh, nice. Picks up the amulet of health.
So yeah, pretty much this doesn't say where the thing is, so I'm just gonna Don't worry about it. It's just, Rime of the Frost Maiden not actually mentioning where the thing that is the whole reason you're here is.
I think it's supposed to be on the table by the book.
Sure. Let's just say that it is.
I mean, you could put it anywhere if you wanted.
I'm putting it elsewhere. It's in the fireplace.
Just put everything in the fireplace. It's the best place.
So yeah, you can actually. I suppose that would make sense if, like, using the logic of like. Sure, you know what? There's also a weird orb on the table. Logically, it makes sense if the skeleton is there.
Yeah. Otherwise, the skeleton would need to be here.
Yeah.
Let that have no bearing on what the orb is. The orb could do anything. It just has a skeleton next to it.
It looks like two interlinked rings with, I don't know, like a bit of coal or something on the inside. It's just like resting on the table. And I'm guessing you other guys, you're like wandering around while he's like looking at the stuff here. Let's reveal.
Yeah, I'm looking through that opening here.
Oh, sorry, that should be revealed. That was basically you couldn't see round there before. Basically.
Is everything burnt, or is just like the burn centered around the table?
Funnily enough, it does seem to be centered around that table.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna reveal everything at this point because.
Yeah. So, exploring the rest of the house, is there any loot, essentially?
What? How fucking dare you? Your friend is dead!
That's true.
But,
he is dead.
But
and
loot.
sad. But loot, though.
Let's have a look.
It's what he would have wanted.
I just need a 1 gold gem. A gem worth 1 gold. That's all I need, man.
Not seeing any 1 gold gems. So sure, let's give it. You checked out the house. You haven't touched the thing or anything. Where do you want to look first?
The fish, I guess, will investigate here if the centaur's going here and Dare's doing one of those 2 rooms.
Sure. The fish can successfully get to that door without having to fall through the floor because they're not as heavy as a centaur. Ooh.
Not by a long shot.
You recognize that smell because you remember that your friend, he was quite the heavy drinker, and you think that you found well, not wine cellar, but the wine cupboard.
Ooh.
There's like, as soon as you open the door, very strong smell. Although when you walk over and you like touch the barrels, you realise that they have frozen solid.
Cool. Several barrels of frozen wine.
Winesicles?
Winesicles.
Ah, Lawrence, you have entered what appears to be some sort of laboratory. It's got a fireplace, there's empty bookcases, and there's like all sorts of like blueprints and like field notes and all sorts of things like pinned all over the walls. It's like, you know, the insane find the murderer thing.
Can I pick up the blueprints and notes?
Sure, you can have a look. You give me a percent. No, investigation. Yeah, that's it.
3.
Excellent. You don't find anything else. These seem to be like a lot of notes on. It doesn't make any sense to you, but it's like some sort of like tower, like different notes about height and it's here, not here, and there's a bunch of other stuff which is like on the insane board, which is to do with city here, no city here, and it's like a massive map of 10 towns, like the area, or Icewind Dale, and there's just like pins and crosses in all sorts of places. Give me an Arcana check as well.
5.
Yeah, you
I'm surprised the fighter's no good at this.
you don't really get much else from the things that you find in there. There's just like lots of weird blueprints and sciencey stuff.
Real quick, Andrew. The fish will gather up his friend's charred remains to give him a proper burial back in Candlekeep, or theoretically get him resurrected later.
You know, one or the other.
Are you putting them all in a bag of holding?
Yeah, I have a bag full of them.
In the bag with you.
I'll come back out and continue to drag the barrel with me. Coming out of the house rather carefully and then dragging the barrel out here and like down essentially and back around here.
Sure.
Also, tell everyone if you're interested, there's a big cellar full of winesicles.
Oh, I've never had wine before, except. Oh wait, no, that was mead. Never mind.
In that upper room, it is basically just like a very small, like, well, with that everything else, dilapidated bedroom that doesn't seem to have anything special in it. In that room, it is a much bigger room, which has a very faint smell of some. Is that alcohol? Give me a investigation. I guess with advantage.
Why?
Since the two of you.
All of us?
No,
sorry.
Dare.
Just there.
Sure.
Could be worse.
The only thing that you seem to find is like there's like a lot of scribbled stuff and there's a letter on the desk to the side of the bed.
Oh, it would be the 12, by the way, because I still have disadvantage on ability checks because I'm exhausted.
Oh yeah, that's fine. It was basically as long as it was like above 5 to 10.
Okay, so I found scribbles.
Yeah, you found lots of scribbles.
I gathered the scribbles because people seem to like scribbles, especially the smart ones.
Smart ones like their scribbles.
Is the bed stuff of good quality?
Yeah,
it's a
like
good blanket and stuff.
It's a bit like dirty because of like the building falling apart and stuff, but it still looks pretty good quality.
Was the other room cleaner or was it as dirty?
You'd say that this room's a little bit cleaner.
The big one.
Yeah.
Okay. And I'll just gather the blanket.
Sure. You like you shake the blanket and just like weeks and weeks of dust just fly into the air. Everyone else you just hear coughing from that room.
Yeah, I put blanket and pillows into my bag of holding.
Yeah, the other room ones probably would need like a bit of fixing, like some sewing and stuff, but these ones seem pretty much still intact.
Yeah, I prestidigitate the dirt away and then put them away and come back out with the scribbles and go to, I don't know, the fish if I can see him close by and go like, here are scribbles.
Ooh, looks at the scribbles. What do the scribbles say? If they say anything at all, they could just be scribbles.
They could just be scribbles, but in fact, it appears you've been handed a letter. With
what does the
not
letter
scribbles, but words.
Ah, what does the letter say?
It starts Macredus. Macredus. First time I've said that in a course. I've had enough of this damn relentless cold. I feel it creep into my bones, my head, my heart. I'm going back to 10 Towns for a decent meal and a warm bed. I fear this endless winter has numbed your mind, and any tinkerer worth their chains can see that the summer star is a fool's errand. Maybe without me here to incessantly complain to you, you'll finally snap out of your obsession. If you truly insist on dedicating your remaining days to this doomed project, Might I suggest that 3 is better than 2? I considered telling you before, but you were particularly rude about the dinner I made last night. May the light of the morning Lord protect you, Copper.
Heretic.
Heresy? Question mark. The fish doesn't understand what heresy is.
Especially since the person who says
Dare wouldn't have said it either because he does not. It would be more like, oh, it's the guy that the sleepy god doesn't like.
I mean, he
Sleepy?
doesn't mind him. It's everyone else in the party doesn't
Fair
like
enough.
him. Although I suppose you might say it that way because you've never asked him.
Oh yeah, there's this guy who was sleeping, but not sleeping anymore. He shines pretty brightly. People say he's a god. I'm not sure what makes him a god, but people seem to think he's a god.
Also, I don't really know
Pretty
what a
big.
god is.
Pretty bright.
Weird. Very
People think
weird.
I think people think he's dead, but he doesn't seem dead. He just slept. And now we have some friends with some. Oh, you've seen Smoothie. Smoothie, that symbol on Smoothie's head. Now he's that guy's chosen or something. I don't know.
Neat.
But he can make people see again, so that's good.
That is good. I'm also going to explore this room.
Wait a minute, where the hell is Lawrence gone? He's just pissed
Outside.
off outside. I couldn't see where he went.
He took a barrel of something outside.
He went to the outhouse here.
Oh yeah.
I took your barrel
Oh,
outside.
you took my barrel outside.
Ah.
That was it.
So that it can
I will-
freeze. Excellent.
Yeah. By the way, the canonical reason why my barrel does not normally freeze is while I'm in it, I prestidigitate it warmer.
Just
will-
prestidigitate and swim in the wine.
I will then go and check out the outhouse place.
You have found a mysterious cavern with many secrets within. Do you dig deeper to find more secrets?
Yes, I go and look inside.
Excellent. He goes into the outhouse. Now, going back to the fish, you go in and again, quite obviously, like, some sort of, like, this is the main room that they did all of, like, the workings and things. Can you give me an Arcana check as you go in? Hopefully you do better than the centaur.
20.
Excellent. Yeah, you're looking through them, and it does feel familiar. Yeah, I remember he was talking about some sort of weather controlling thing, and then you look at one of the other ones, and you notice, the gyroscope in these sketches on this blueprint, they look an awful lot like the thing that was out on the table.
I took all of the blueprints and stuff with me.
Well, then you see fuck all. You see lots of ripped shreds of paper on the wall.
Huh, weird. Fair enough.
But regardless, from the letter that you read, you do recall that he was obsessed with some sort of... He thinks it was netherese. It was something that could, like, control the weather. He had, like, this idea that he was going to use it to fix the eternal night.
He wanted to end the rhyme.
But, I mean, maybe he succeeded. Maybe it was at the exact same time that you did. Coincidentally.
Cool. So all that's left is this mysterious orb that's at the center of an explosion that we found a corpse next to.
This netherese artifact. Question mark? Or you could just, like, throw out the wine.
Fish is gonna get. Probably everyone should, like, back off from it because based on the surroundings, it does look like it explodes.
If it's just fire, I'm fine. Do you want me to
Okay.
do something with it?
I was gonna, like, pick it up with the mage hand and then, like, carry it from a safe distance, but if you're fine to try and carry it, that would be fine with me.
Yeah, okay, if everybody like goes outside, I can try to pick it up.
Sure. just saying, bear in mind you do think it looks too heavy for Mage Hand.
Ah, fair enough. Then yes, it's very critical that you do that. Gets outside. Gonna be friends with the
Outside. Did it look like the fire spread quite wide? Was quite a bit outside.
Not so much outside. It's pretty much like you get
I'm
the
just
feeling
like
that because like the doors were shut, it like basically scorched the inside. But all of the windows in this room have been blown out.
Does the roof have holes just in case stuff underneath me collapses?
Yes, it does.
Above me as well, since that
yes.
would be the center of the explosion, kind of.
Yeah. There's like a couple of holes above.
the fish is gonna ask the centaur about what he found in the lab and stuff to
In
get
the
that information.
in the
they
lab.
got before. Yeah.
Hey, Akibado!
You'll essentially just hand over all the like blueprints and stuff that you found.
Cool.
Insert
Adds
what
to
Andrew
collection.
said earlier.
Yeah.
And once
adds to collection.
once everybody's outside, I pick it up.
Sure. Melissa, do you go outside as well?
Yes.
Okay. Everyone, like, go for it there! No worries! Why are you so far away? Just, you got this, buddy! So, you pick up the coaly metal thing. Can you give me a con save?
Oops.
Ooh.
It would be 22.
Sure. That's...
I'll come back over here, and I'll say to Mr. Fish, do you need a dunk in your barrel? Yes.
I've still got plenty of time.
That's fine, Graham. I'm immune to damage from a red source.
From a red source. You take a good old 45 radiant damage.
Radiant?
Yeah.
But there was fire damage everywhere.
Radiant fire.
Okay.
Hey, this is not on Andrew. This is a...
Yeah, it's like sometimes in the book descriptions it's like, why would stuff be scorched like fire if it's not fire damage? But
Because
yeah,
radiant damage and fire damage are weirdly do the same thing a lot of the time.
One's just a
That's
bit
true.
shinier.
Looking at you, Sacred Flame.
if for example, if it's radiant damage, I would say like it might damage people and stuff, but maybe not
Radials.
material things. I don't know. Anyway, yeah.
You look through the window and you see there seems to be another explosion has went off.
A very bright explosion.
Yes. Dave,
I...
you're still holding the thing in your hands. One half of your body is white and the other half is black.
Wait, I made it and took 45?
Yes.
Or I did not make it?
You did make it and took 45. It's funny coming here when you should have came here at as one of the first things.
Well, we have the orb now. And it only exploded a bit.
Does it seem like it would do it again? If I kept hold of it.
It feels like it's stabilized somewhat.
Try thinking weather becomes sunny.
Try thinking weather.
Try and make it sunny.
Are you yelling that from the outside?
Yeah, that's what the fish is yelling, based on these notes. And the latter.
Okay, I think of sunny things. Not that Dare has much experience with sun. Well, it's very recent because I think he has been his whole life in... How long was the darkness in 10 towns for?
I mean, it's not been that long. But then again, you're a fox who was quite young.
Are we talking about months and or years?
But been like, I'd say a year or two.
Yeah, that could be his whole lifetime.
But you have seen sunlight now.
That's
Yeah.
true. You've been
I've
been
seen
to
the light.
Wardy.
I've
It
seen City God.
burns.
True. You've seen. You've been closer to seeing the true proper sun than most people will ever be.
You raise the orb aloft and say sun, and nothing happens except you get like a ping in your head that's like, you cold? No, sorry, not you. Give me an Arcana check, smart people. So
Oh, not there. Okay.
I basically mean
Yeah.
the scientists. You
27.
you
There
both
just yells outside, "It's not doing anything."
I'm just like shaking it. You both get the idea that perhaps you may need to attune to this item.
According to my designated calculus,
I think you need to attune.
Yeah, so let's take like a short nap. And
Should I
then
attune?
try.
Should anybody else attune? Because this is doing stuff that I am not immune to.
You're already
I think
holding
you got
it?
this.
Yeah,
I think you got this, buddy.
we believe in you. And it doesn't look like it'll explode again.
I like to
so-
imagine that he has a really tight grip on it because he's afraid of letting go, just in case.
I also don't want to unattune anything else that I am attuned to.
Ugh.
Dare likes his attunements. So what's
I
gonna
got
happen?
faith in you, buddy.
Everyone gonna pop back in.
Yeah, chill for like take
I
a
mean, we
short
can
rest.
As Dare now stuck with the ball in his hand.
I mean, it's in your hand. You can put it down.
Maybe it's not doesn't explode if I hand it to somebody else. Any takers?
I'd be willing to try, I suppose.
Sure. So you're making a transfer.
Yes.
I would have stayed back, having witnessed the explosion sort of things going on.
There seems to be a spark that is not in the original book. Can everyone make a Constitution saving throw, including Lawrence, who is now in the room?
Eh. 8, the strongest of numbers.
15. Alright.
I mean, it probably will still get knocked out, but
Is that everyone?
Depends if you got to use your hit dice before this happened.
no, I wanted to give it to somebody before because I didn't want to attune to it.
Oh, okay.
So okay, Siegfried, he manages to pass.
I have 25.
Yeah.
I
Oh,
passed as
sorry.
well.
I thought it was your last one. My
No,
apologies.
that's the new one.
Okay, and Dave knows what's happening and ducks behind the table. So Darren Siegfried, 45 radiant. Everyone else, 90.
Dare's down.
Oh, I am in immense pain, but I'm still alive. Can anyone?
Oh wait, 45. I can't calculate. 2 more times 45 is lower than 98. So I'm
True.
still alive.
I'm also still alive, but very hurt. But I will now
I'm
attune to
still
this item, I guess, now that I'm holding it.
I don't think I like light anymore.
I mean, it seems to be a pretty effective weapon at the very least.
I take a rest in here,
in the nice room.
away from the from the ball.
Are there any stables anywhere?
No. I mean, there's like a shed with some wood in it.
The fish will go back into his little barrel and prestidigitate the water warmer again.
Oh no.
Yeah.
Guess what? I
I
just
did-
realised.
I did drag the barrel with me.
Christian.
What?
The bat.
He's fucking dead.
Oh yeah, he's poofed.
I'm guessing everyone is still up after that.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm not
And
on a
I-
lot of hit points, I'll grant you, but I am still up.
Is resummoning him ritually? Oh no, I can't do rituals. Wait, no, I can't. That is the feat, right? That I can do it ritually.
Yeah, you just have to have the component.
Am I allowed
things.
to do that in a short rest,
Sure.
or is that
'cause
not having a short rest?
That's only like 10 minutes, isn't it, for the casting? Or is
Well,
it an hour? I
No,
always
the Find
forget.
Familiar has an hour base, and it's 10 minutes more if it's ritual.
Sure, it matters so little that I'll just let you do it.
I'm using my second wind to.
You take an extended short rest.
Cool.
Extended.
So time to roll like all the hit dice.
Pretty much, yeah.
I'm so upset. Even cheating, I didn't manage to kill any of you.
That's true.
Are you sure you don't want to maybe hand it to Professor Wolf? See what he makes of it.
No, it's like, I mean, the last time we tried that, it didn't end up going too well. It just, like, logically, it seems, I should hold on to this and attune to it properly.
So what you think has happened is, so in the amount of time it's been sitting out here, it's probably gotten a bit unstable. If you'd like happened to come here earlier, it would have been a lot more stable. That's my explanation, and I'm sticking to it.
Rolled all the hit dice and still not fully healed.
Yeah, I'll use hit dice on short rest. Taking a short rest also means I get my second wind back.
The downside of having 0 healers in the house.
Who needs healers?
Could I have hellish rebuked against the ball?
You could have. I don't know if you want to. Oh, wait, yes, you do want to.
No.
It
it's
goes
fine.
off again. So sad. I'm not even allowed to kill my players.
Oh no.
I know, tragic. Well, surprisingly, I'm now on exactly 90 hit points, and I survived on 8 hit points because my current HP total is 98. So
So do you want to put the orb down and then pick it?
No thanks. I'm just attuning to it.
I have healed myself back to just above the damage the orb did.
So yeah, I'm attuning to this orb, this prototype Netherese thing that's clearly very unstable.
Very unstable.
I've healed myself back to full.
Sure. So, what is anyone going to do anything? Like anyone else doing anything specific during a short rest?
Can I
I'm
use
conjuring
the time to
Drat.
help? Can I was going to ask you if I can use the time to start teaching the dare how to read.
Yeah,
For
but I'm conjuring during the thingy, so it doesn't really work.
So
For reference,
while he's conjuring,
I
you're
did
just like A B C D.
for reference, I'd have left the barrel here for the fish to get into if he needed it.
Sure.
I mean, the fish will probably be attuning to it, just like,
in the barrel.
Yeah.
You've noticed that you're gonna have to do a prestidigitate because that water's getting very fucking cold.
Yeah.
There's little icicles floating on the top.
The fish is like spamming that out occasionally just to make sure his water stays a nice temperature.
Sure. Is there anything specific Melissa would like to do, or is she happy to just hang out and watch while short resting?
I guess, did she make a healing potion last session?
We didn't really say that, but yeah, sure.
Oh, okay,
Like, I know
I'm
that you
gonna-
said that you were going to go and do that, but then I forgot to bring it up. So, yeah, sure. Doesn't matter.
yeah, I drink 2d4s worth of healing, and I just have my short rest as normal.
Sure.
That's a +4.
Uh,
And just roll hit die as normal.
yeah.
Okay.
You have a very short nap where you dream of spaceship sheep flying through space.
Yeah.
An armada of spaceship sheep.
A bomb.
They will rule the galaxies. And then you wake up and you're like, oh, that was a lovely nap. An hour hath passed.
It is plus Constitution, right?
Yes.
Okay.
Cool.
Sigalig, you feel a connection to this item now. It does, in fact, feel like it is for controlling the weather.
I will now attempt to try and use it to make it sunnier.
So you're going to hold it up in the air and Haramaragata! Hey, the sun's coming out, which is fucking weird because it's nighttime.
Wait, has the rhyme started back up again? Or is it... What? Nani?
So, the sun has went down, you put that in the air, and then suddenly it's daytime.
Just nighttime.
Yeah.
Yeah, right. It's nighttime, but we've cast this, so it's now daytime again.
Andrew rubs
Wait,
hands
what?
together. Can everyone in the room make me a con save?
What? Nani?
One last time.
This is some BS. This is
It
some
is.
Major League.
It is BS.
Some Major League BS right here.
Whoa! Now that's a con
6.
save.
Goddamn 6.
Do I have to make one save?
You do not.
Why did I come back into the room?
Ah, excellent. Are you all done? So Drat's gonna die again. How much health did you have, Sigalig?
90
Wait.
precisely.
Did you do that exactly after you attuned?
Yeah.
Okay, because then I'm still in the room because it
Oh,
takes
yeah,
10
you-
minutes
you
longer for
would-
me to...
Yeah, you'd still be in
Ritualize.
the room. Excellent. Drat doesn't die. But you know who does die?
The fish.
So he holds it up, and it is clearly nighttime now. You can, even without magical smoothie clock, you know it's obviously nighttime, and then it looks like it's the middle of the day. And then the orb explodes in his hands.
Some BS.
What kind of bloody magical item is that that can make day out of night?
So...
If it was
I assume-
working, that's actually quite powerful.
Yeah,
I
exactly.
assume the fish
That
takes,
seems completely bonkers.
How much damage does the fish take?
90 radiant damage.
Oh, I'm on no hit points. I am down.
Joseph, what happens when you go down from this?
I die.
The fish is just utterly eviscerated, turned to
Wait,
a
why is it dead?
scorched fish skeleton.
It's one of those things where it's like you don't get saving throws. You are just
Like,
dead.
what you done?
Yeah. If you are
Ironic-
reduced to 0, it kills you.
Ironically, of all people to die, you are the best person to die. Because you
Oh,
you do not go to the afterlife. You are looking
Yeah.
at your scorched body.
I'm a ghost now.
I'm going to approach his body and look for the money that he owes me.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it doesn't exist yet, theoretically.
No, you have
Unless
that
it's-
starting equipment.
Oh, fair enough. Then yes.
I mean, technically, Lawrence has the starting equipment he should have, but don't worry about that.
So now that I'm a ghost,
Uh,
You
I'm just running through your stuff for the gold that.
you're like floating through the air, like, oh, this is lovely. It's like swimming, but land. And then you see what looks like someone slumped over in the corner.
I will approach them. Say, what up?
Is that you? Oh God!
Friend!
You've Oh, you've died as well. Oh.
I'm sure I'll recover. Maybe. You never know.
What are you doing here?
Well, we came here to Well, I came here to search for your research about the Netherese.
Yes,
Like-
I got the machine. Well, I almost got the machine to work.
Yeah, it seems to explode like a lot.
Do you point upwards? Like it did work before it blew up.
That's true. I will say that it did work.
You just see like just you are. He's just got stars in his eyes. Like my life's work.
Oh yeah, also like a little while ago, I heard some adventurers took down the Frost Maiden and ended the rhyme.
You just see like so much joy on his face. He hugs you, and as he's hugging you, you see him slowly start fading away.
Like, wait, no, I'm okay. Do you want to be resurrected before you go, or just buried?
And then he vanishes, and you're like, shit! I wish he'd answered.
Damn it!
He seemed happy, but he was dead. So
Can I take the bag of holding off Joseph's character and then attempt to put his body into the bag of holding?
sure, you can do that. Yeah, let's skip back to everyone else. Fish, you are watching this.
This is after I've taken the money that he owes me off him, if he has it.
Man, I really did that in a bad order. Should have told him about his life's work being complete. Oh well.
Oh, he had so much knowledge he could have give you.
About not being a ghost anymore, yeah, but oh well.
But the fish is dead now,
The
right?
fish is in fact dead, yes.
You have a very scorched fish.
I'll put his corpse into the bag of holding and then give the bag of holding to the gnome.
Am I on the ethereal plane now, Andrew?
Yes.
Ah, cool.
Yeah.
Now I could just plane shift.
Now that'd be interesting, because then it would really fuck up what's meant to happen here.
That's true.
Make you a ghost permanently?
No, I will wait here to see if there's some other solution that might present itself instead of remaining a ghost fish.
I'll approach Nomi McGnomeface and I'll say, yeah, will you carry this bag of holding? It contains the bodies of the fish person and his friend, I think.
This is the bag of bodies.
Oh, good. I can use them to experiment on.
Oh god.
I want to resurrect them.
This thing is dangerous. Should we try to take it with us? And maybe have Rotala and Smoothie look at it because they know more about magical items than we do.
I mean,
Probably.
upside, it is in pieces on the floor now. You get the feeling that any energy that was remaining in it has left. So you can
It's
now
in pieces now.
Yeah, it exploded in his
exploded.
hands.
Oh, okay.
That's what killed him.
My
I'll-
fins.
Then I'll gather up the
Fins.
pieces with my mage hand still and put them into the bag of holding.
They are light enough now to pick up.
I
Not taking any risks.
I will explain to Professor Wolf that I would like to resurrect my friend who got himself blown up because he owes me money.
Does anyone know how to create lightning?
Lightning.
No.
Yeah.
I can. Well, yeah, it depends, yeah.
Okay.
I'll then go and pick the barrel up.
So So if we like do some modifications to the fish and then strike it with lightning, we might be able to reanimate him.
Are you Frankensteining the fish back to life? Is that your plan?
Only if the DM will allow it.
Only one way to find out.
So, as a ghost fish looking around, is there anything that I didn't see when I went over this place the first time?
Oh, there's just so much ghost money everywhere.
There's
I would
ghost
like to point
money?
out that we as a party have no actual like resurrection abilities as far as I'm aware.
Look,
Not
you,
yet.
You have a laboratory.
So, if there is ghost money, can I pocket the ghost money?
Sure, you pocket 1,000 ghost books.
Nice.
Only available for trade on the ethereal plane.
Hey, that's useful. If
It
we ever go there.
is.
I mean, I'm a planeswalker, so it is kind of useful.
I mean, he may be a ghost forever if this experiment doesn't work.
Surely it's Ethereum on the ethereal plane.
No, we
Badum,
don't deal in that
Tish.
shit.
Joseph, if you haven't seen, look at the thing that I sent you. Just for a bit of reassuring.
Yeah, let's go. The gnome will start off on the
Okay.
treads towards the laboratory where we might be able to reanimate this person somehow.
So
I
do you
mean-
need like pinpoint electricity? Do you need a big ass explosion of electricity? Do you need a whole field of electricity?
Like a lightning bolt will do into the correct apparatus.
So you want pinpoint?
Well, the apparatus attracts electricity, so like in theory, if you aim it nearby, it'll hit it.
Oh, also,
Uh,
Professor Wolf, you would realize, like, the body was quite scorched. You might need to replace some of the parts.
Oh, that's fine. We can do that pretty easily.
Joseph's like, no, that's not how it works in the book.
yeah, but I expected you to change stuff.
Like the orb exploding 3 times.
Yeah, I mean, the orb exploded 3 times, which is,
Look, you're meant to come here at like level 1 or 2.
This
Did
is
it
true.
instantly kill you?
It does, in the book, it's supposed to instantly kill you, but you talk to the ghost and explore the shack, and there's like a way of reviving you.
Have we
But,
looked around the shack for a way of reviving this person?
Sadly-
No. We're doing Frankenstein stuff now. This is how we going.
I
This is
know
how-
the process is slightly different of what it was in the original one, so I know exactly what's going on, regardless of what happens.
Okay,
So as far as
So
you know,
we're gonna-
the fish is dead.
so we're gonna wander back to the shack.
I mean, the fish has sending. The fish can actually talk to you guys.
Okay, what does
Wait,
the
can
fish
you
say?
still use your magic as a spirit?
That's
I don't know, can
is a genuinely a good question I've always wanted to know, because
Can I, Andrew?
I don't
So
think you
it's
can,
Your turn to
but
answer.
Yeah. Because otherwise, like mages who die or whatever would still like
be able to play and
constantly,
shift and
like,
stuff.
yeah.
I'm gonna say you can't currently.
Fair enough. Ghost fish will attempt to follow these people around
Sure.
in the ethereal plane as best as the ghost fish can, but the ghost fish also is aware that the ethereal plane works weirdly when it comes to traveling.
Sure, as long as you like stay close to them, you'll stay alright. Also, every time each of you steps out of the building, when you're bathed in the light, you feel like weirdly rejuvenated, but you don't really understand why. Even Dead Fish Boy, you do.
Ah, nice.
Peeling that, I'm going to see if the healing rays will help the fish at all,
Uh,
or if the fish will just sort of rot faster as we carry it.
It's quite sunny. It does seem to be grilling the fish. It smells
Okay,
lovely.
Uh,
I will put the fish back in the bag.
Oh
as
no.
we're
Yeah,
going past
stomach
the
growls.
As we're
No.
going past the river, I will ask if people can catch some fish for me out of the river.
I'll attempt to catch some fish.
That's some replacement fish body part.
Sure. Anyone who wants
that
to
is-
try and catch fish, that would be like animal handling / survival.
Do you need me while you're preparing, or should I go catch fish?
Go catch fish. I need some fish before we can
13.
actually finish preparing.
21.
Siegfried manages to catch a couple of fish. Like, let's say an hour later, Dare comes back with just like, he empties the bag of holding, and it's just hundreds of fish.
While
Ah,
munching
yeah.
on one.
Yeah.
He's also.
Good.
I'll,
Even once we've got replacements, we will have dinner for everyone.
I'll put the fish into the barrel.
Igor, get me the descaler.
Igor is not there.
God damn it! I send to Igor. Get back here, Igor. Where the fuck are you?
Master!
Wait, which laboratory are we in?
The
The
Wolfies.
Professor Wolves.
Oh, okay.
We need to walk back there. First of all, I've got equipment to
Because
Frankenstein him.
Igor left like an hour ago to
Yeah.
go find a hamster.
You-
Igor left several hours ago.
You literally sent
yeah,
him
like 2
away.
hours. Sorry, 3. It should be 3 hours ago by the time we're back at Professor Wolf's place.
Yeah.
If he hasn't found his gerbil by now, what's the point in him?
Out in the snowy fields. So let's say another hour passes. It's quite late at night at this point, although it's very weird that the sun is out. It's like what was happening before, but in reverse, and it's not. It just doesn't feel right.
The sun will come out tomorrow.
You hear the familiar scraping noise of a foot scraping along the floor. Master, I have returned.
Igor, we have a fish to raise from the dead.
Everyone give me a quick perception check. Dare with advantage. Okay, you noticed.
I noticed what?
So Igor's scraping back in. Like, I found the hamster, master! And you see him holding a very tiny squirrel that you instantly recognize as the baby that was watching you.
No, that's not a hamster. That's a baby squirrel.
Yes.
Yes, Igor, entirely unsuitable. Release it.
He just like throws it out of the door.
I run after it.
Good. Now, Igor, come here. We have work to do. Some surgery to perform.
I take care of
Excellent.
the baby squirrel.
It is somewhat dazed at the moment.
And yeah, so we're gonna effectively replace the damaged parts of the fish with non-damaged parts from other fish, and then add electrodes and then hook them up to a lightning rod that we will be hoping that some of our people can lightning.
Sure.
And by that I mean I can lightning. Like,
Sure. You spend a bit of time, and coincidentally, you do notice that it's getting pretty close to midnight.
the perfect time has arrived.
Master,
I come back
we
in
are...
nurturing the. Sorry.
It's just, we are all ready, master.
Come back in nurturing the squirrel and go like, so what kind of electricity do you need? Consistent? One strong?
One strong burst of electricity should do the job.
In a small area, right?
Yes, I go and hang the lightning rod outside the door that connects to the 2 electrodes in the fish. Now we
Oh,
just
so
need
if I
to
do something big
scroll-
around it, that will get all absorbed in?
Yes. So now all we need is that the fish's soul is willing to return.
Well,
How
the,
far away does it attract stuff?
the fish is just sitting there like, what the fuck?
I do not know. We've never truly tested it on magical lightning before. Give it everything you've got. Let's see what it can take.
Okay. Um.
Oh.
Okay. Can I transmute my firestorm into lightning, please, and like block all the pieces of the firestorm, like as tightly packed around the
The lightning
rod
rod.
as possible,
Sure.
which would, if everything goes in, I don't know, it's like 10 cubes, and it does 70-10 damage per cube. Well,
But
no,
now
well,
it
if
will
you are
give
in a cube.
70-10. Now it will give 70-10 life per cube.
Something unexpected happens. As the clock hits midnight and Dea casts the spell, there is something a bit awry, because when you use your transmutation on the spell, it's not just your spell that changes. It was the artificial sun as well, which becomes a giant ball of lightning which strikes at the tower. And
Bring him
That is
back.
everyone is knocked out.
As in, like, dead?
No, just knocked.
Or just
like,
unconscious?
yeah.
Oh, I really wanted to chant. God damn it, you're robbing
It's
this man of
alive.
I'm like, live, fish, and then we all pass out.
Yeah. And as the actual sunlight starts coming into the windows, you all wake up and you see a horrifying monstrosity walking along. It's alive.
Now, is the fish ghost still a ghost, or am I in the body?
No, you're in the body.
Oh, okay.
Oh, good. My amalgamation of many different fish and metal pieces.
All is pain. I'm in so
truly.
much constant pain. Why? Why didn't you just take me to a cleric? I'm in so much unending pain.
It
Joseph,
sounded like he knew what he was doing.
you get the thing that I sent you, by the way.
The electrodes in like coming out of the fish head are very interesting. I'm assuming that every so often, just like the electricity surges and the fish twitches. And I'm like, don't worry, that will dissipate over time. Theoretically.
Do you need to go into your barrel now?
The fish is like, probably but I have been dead for a while, I guess.
I will pick the fish up and put him in a barrel.
Only to then realize that the fish kind of doesn't. The fish then kind of realizes that the fish isn't breathing. And it's like, wait, maybe I don't need the barrel.
When he drops you in the barrel, something does happen though.
Ooh.
Electricity damage.
Yeah, not to him though. To the person holding him. I just need to remember what the damage is. I think 1d10.
How many hit points am I on, Andrew?
You're on full hit points.
Oh, nice.
You've had a lovely long rest. Don't you feel rested?
No.
My experiment has been a complete success. No longer are we beholden to the gods to bring people from the dead.
Oh, wow. Okay, so Lawrence, your character takes 1 lightning damage as you put the fish in, and like some of the electricity sparks between the fish, the water, and you.
It's you know that thing where you like touch a metal object, there's that little tiny static.
Yeah. Like,
that
and you just drop him in the water. And he's just floating there going, I'm not breathing anymore. Wait. I don't need to...
I'll take the electric things off him and put them to one side.
They are part of him. To take them off him will hurt. You can do it, but...
You
No,
can rip them
I'll
out of his flesh if you'd like.
no, I'll leave them in him.
The fish will just get out of his barrel, realizing that he no longer requires any sort of air to breathe.
He's like,
See, I have improved you.
you are very conflicted. Because you're a monstrosity, but no longer restricted to water.
So the ball exploded, as you know, but it's in pieces now, and I take all the pieces out of my bag of holding. What do we do
Interesting.
now?
I mean, now I guess we can head to the tower, but I feel
What
very
tower?
weird. Oh, it's the next place on my hit list. I heard that I'm pretty sure Netherese Tower has went down in this location. Points back to his map.
He points
Went down
at...
from where? You mean like toppled?
Oh no! Like, the fish then starts explaining about how like the Netherese used to have these cool flying cities, and they all fell at one point, and that's where one of the towers probably landed.
And when he points at the place, you recognise it as the town where the vampire stuff happened before?
Yeah.
So, you... if you give me everyone who was there, which would be Melissa and Dare, I guess, you can give me a history check with advantage.
So good at those.
14 good.
I mean, it's not in that one like earlier.
But
13 also good. You
I guess
you
Sorry.
basically, you do recall that there was like some weird underground thing that looked different. You didn't really explore much of it, but like the vampires seemed to be like hiding out in it because it was underground.
yeah, I guess first we should probably like sleep here for the night before we head off, because it is nighttime now.
No, it's morning now.
Oh,
Everyone
alright.
has had a long rest.
Fair enough.
Have we?
Yes,
Okay.
when you got knocked out by the magical explosion, you had
That's half of your hit dice, right?
no, all. No, wait, hit dice. Sorry, yes, half.
Yeah. Okay.
Yay, the long rest. I recovered the 1 hit point I lost.
Yay!
No, you don't. The one.
Oh,
hit
yeah,
point
that
you
was
lost
after.
afterwards.
After the long rest.
No,
Yeah.
Sorry.
Oh yeah,
that was
Andrew,
just now.
technically we've had a long rest, so things happen that are now much less relevant because the fish no longer needs to breathe.
Wait, so are we back at full health now?
yes.
Yep.
We didn't need to use our hit dice, so yeah.
Also, out of character information, technically he was coming back to life at midnight. So who knows how much of what you did was you and how much what you did was just him coming back.
Oh no, I'm convinced it was me.
Yeah, you're definitely convinced. You have no way of knowing otherwise.
The
Truly,
fish.
I have created the greatest thing that has ever been in existence.
An unkillable fish.
Yes, yes. You shall go down in history as the monster of Wolf.
Oh, everyone gets it wrong. They always call the fish wolf, but it's actually Wolf's monster.
Yeah.
Oh, it's
Nobody
such a-
ever understands.
Such a common misconception, because it kind of makes sense, because the fish is also like a powerful caster. So it's like, the fish must be the monster.
So what occurs to what happens
Centaur
over
boy.
the night?
Am I the monster or am I the fish?
That's a good question.
So yeah, everyone has a nice wake up. you suddenly realize, like, you're looking at the centaur and you're like, wasn't he wearing pants before?
Pretty sure he had clothes at
Yeah,
some point.
he seems to be totally naked. Do he sleep naked, or he's also wearing a pair of goggles on his forehead?
What's in the mystery box?
That's what's in the mystery box.
The goggles.
There's also a box on the floor that has just like a load of question marks on it.
What's in the box?
But do I know what the goggles do?
I'll say that, like, you've attuned to them.
Yep.
What's in the box?
I mean, I do need to quickly remember what they're called, because Andrew wrote it down and then forgot where he wrote it. They are magical goggles of the evolving item variety.
Is that an Andrew creation?
No, like official ones. This was me being nasty. Joseph would have got something really good if he'd took it.
That's true. But I didn't, because...
Where was
No.
what box? What?
No, this was part of, like, them making their characters. They'd finished picking the magic items and stuff, and I'm like, oh, you can have what's in this box. And Joseph decided he didn't want the box.
Oh, we still haven't asked Smoothie what happened actually with Tiamat. Never mind.
Yeah, it's fine, you'll see
I
him
forgot again.
soon, maybe.
Well,
Uh,
I think
there
we're
it
gonna
is.
need some... Actually, that's perfect. If we ever end up in Waterdeep, that's where we can find the big fish that are similar to the goldfish, that can replace some of the small fish parts that really don't fit the fish with those fish.
Oh no, the small fish parts that were never used in a way, they were like cobbled together to make a big enough thing for the big fish.
So I look like I did before, just with more surgical scars.
Yeah, you look like you, but patchwork.
Fair enough.
You're slightly different colors in a lot of locations.
Fair enough.
Wolf doesn't do a half job on these things. Wolf whole asses his monstrosities.
I mean, sure.
Also,
Oh.
very obviously, you notice a fig leaf between the centaur's legs.
Oh, yeah.
Why are you naked?
I think it has something to do with the magical goggles I have now.
The fish also now has a bunch of extra equipment that he didn't have before.
I mean, you had it, but...
Mm.
I mean, you have a bunch of extra equipment, yeah?
Sure.
And abilities and everything. It's great.
True.
Got some nice
The
electrodes.
I do.
yeah, the centaur has technically two magical items: the goggles and the magical leaf of genital blocking.
Which is cursed and unable to be taken off.
Yeah,
I know it's a cock block.
and from whatever angle you look at it, it's just
Fig leaf.
The sensor bar.
No,
Still
just
always there.
it's not a bar; it's a leaf.
I know. It is a leaf,
Yeah.
but it acts like a sensor bar.
So, Lawrence, I've sent you the stats of the item. It is currently only dormant, but it will awaken much quicker than it did for, like, Melissa.
Cool. So I guess
Okay.
we can head back to Waterdeep and then start making our way...
You mean
Waterdeep?
Brinchanda?
Sorry, to Brinchanda, and then start making our way up to the other place.
But wouldn't it make a lot more sense to just walk alongside the lake to
It's
Bren?
just... It's just there's like a road and it's like
From where we're
probably
starting, there's no road.
yeah,
There is-
but if we use the teleportation circle to go from Professor Wolf's house to Brinchender, then there would be a road between Brinchender and Bremen, which
And
would
a lot shorter walk. That is fair.
and a much shorter walk, yeah. Versus like, yeah, it's technically a similar length of walk, but it's a similar length of walk through heavy snow and stuff.
It's not even a similar length of walk.
Yeah, it is long.
Almost like.
Oh,
Wait,
I sent it
where's
to the
this
wrong
pair?
person. Graham gets the item, apparently.
Graham now has Lawrence's goggles. He traded everything for those goggles, and now Graham has them.
Except for a pike.
Yes, you still have a single pike.
What have you sent me?
Nothing? Delete. Delete.
I never sent you anything.
I never sent things to the wrong people. Joseph,
Are you
don't
meant
tell
to
anyone
send-
about those nudes.
So I'm not meant to have been sent anything. You sent me a link that went nowhere anyway.
Really?
Yeah.
Lawrence, does it load for you?
Yeah.
Okay, that's all that matters.
I think I know
How
what
long-
it is.
How
I
long
feel like
does
I've
the
just,
trek?
I feel like I've just been stabbed in the back there.
You've had something
How long does
stolen
the
away.
trek to Bremen take, by the way, Andrew?
So okay, what? Run me through again. What is the plan? Are you?
Teleport-
Nobody teleports out to Brinchanda.
Yeah, we use the teleportation circle at Wolf's house to go back to Brinchanda, and then we walk from Brinchanda to Bremen, where the tower is.
Let's say about hour and a half to 2 hours. You again, you could always just like hire one of the rides in Brinchanda, and it would take even less if you care.
No, it's not that long.
How fast do they go?
Well, we go at normal 30 feet per round speed.
You
Yeah,
go
but
at
those are
you
slower
don't
than
go a
you.
lot.
you go at
faster.
you don't
Melissa,
have
maybe.
Anthony anymore speed.
Yeah,
Just
I could ritual summon a horse
I mean,
that goes about as fast as Lawrence.
because I can go 50, normally 50 foot around.
It's a miracle.
Yeah.
If I'm running 100,
Bremen was not amongst the images I accidentally deleted.
Nice.
Kill the
And look,
ship.
there's a ship.
Kill. And him as well.
Yay.
Everyone put yourself on the map where Melissa is. And I think that's a good place forward to end it today.
But that's the wrong
I
Melissa.
know it's the wrong Melissa, but I think they swapped. Well, Joseph, did you enjoy your time of having that fish and not a monstrosity?
I mean, I hope to become a regular old fish again.
But then you'll have to breathe water again.
Yeah, but I was fine with that. The fish is fine with being a fish.
You're
I
not
think
happy
in
with
one level
monstrosity?
that's easily done.
Yeah, we just have to kill you and bring you back again. Oh wait, no. Which spell are you saying that you can cast in a level?
Wish.
Yeah, I
Oh, okay.
also wish.
That's different.
Just, I wish I was back to how I was before, please. Thank you.
Oh yeah, you can use your wish.
Yeah. Or theoretically, the
what?
clone spell might work.
True.
I can't believe you're trying to reverse the great
Ah,
things that have been done to
don't
you.
worry, don't worry. If we find a gem, there'll be a simulacrum of this version of me, for like ever.
The fact that the fish hasn't even thanked him for bringing him back from the dead yet.
That's true.
Terrible.
The fish would thank Wolf for bringing
You-
him back from the dead.
You don't need to find a gem. Once you have wish, you don't need to find a gem.
That's true. Once I have wish, I don't need to find a gem of any description. But yeah, maybe the clone spell might work. maybe Simulacrum will make an interesting copy of the undead fish.
Who knows?
And then Wish will almost certainly be able to solve the issue, but you know.
You stand on the outskirts of a barren, dead town.
With
a
far
lot of-
fewer tentacles than last time.
Oh, this didn't have tentacles.
It
Here
did-
was
no,
where we ripped off the roofs.
and killed all the innocent vampires. And then got a hole punched through you.
Hang on. I need to private message Professor Wolf.
Book says they instantly get revived. Andrew says, what did he
Fuck off.
say about Frankenstein?
Frankenstein.
No, I like the sound of that better. Oh, I only had to cheat twice to kill someone.
Oh well.
And it wasn't me.
Yeah. Well done.
And it's mean that they describe radiant damage with scorch marks.
But yeah, like Graham said, a lot of like fire and radiant stuff gets equated similarly.
Yeah, I get that, but I personally would probably try to do it differently. Like, I don't know, somebody gets killed by radiant damage, like their eyes are burnt out, but the rest of the body is like fine or something like that.
Sure, that makes sense.
But
Well,
their soul gets burned away.
I'd say all in all, that was a great success. I did just remember that I forgot to ask, in which case nothing has happened. Dare, you've still got that squirrel with you.
Oh yeah.
I meant to ask before you left what you were going to do, but I forgot, so it's now with you.
Yeah, squirrel is now my pet since I don't have an easy way to find the parents again.
Yeah, you just have to travel all the way back to the cabin, which, spoilers, if you go back there now, will be essentially falling off. So that'll be quite the bit of fun to try and find anything in that.
The baby squirrel's actually lucky.
Potentially. But yeah, so basically what happened with the squirrel was small animal was curious, it started following you, and accidentally ran into Igor, who got yelled at off its master, and then was like, you! So well done, you now have two familiars, one who is much harder to summon back.
Not with wish.
Oh,
What do you
God.
use your wish for? To resurrect my pet squirrel.
I mean, that's a great use of Wish right there.
And I mean, it's free once per day, so free resurrection once per day.
I mean, yeah, Wish can replicate the effects of any lower level spell.
It
Yep.
can also
Then,
replicate any higher level spell. It's just a lot more dangerous.
Yeah, so you know, you can for free replicate the spell Resurrection and just insta revive your little dude.
Who
Sure, he
want-
might need a nap for 3 days, but he'll be fine.
Who wants to wish a 10th level spell?
Me, I'll do it.
Isn't that just how you summon the Lady of Pain to kill you or whatever?
I mean, that if you're in Sigil. If you're outside of Sigil, that's how you summon Mistra.
I was going to
Yeah.
say, then you summon the Lady of Mysteries, and then she's like slaps your ass.
The
Just
fuck?
none of
I
that.
banned these for a reason. So yes, tune in next time for... maybe I'll actually have something
Rhyme
prepared.
of the Frost Maiden.
Yeah, shockingly accurate content!
More or less.
Yeah, it's only a little bit different. Just a little.